Good morning, everybody. Some Folgers and a Pop-Tart. The perfect breakfast. Good morning, Nick. I know it's early for people. Sometimes in the morning stream, it takes a little while for people to kind of start filtering in. The main reason I do it this early because it's 6:30 a.m. for me in Pacific time. But the reason I do it is because I think the majority of my viewers are on the East Coast. So it's 9:30 over there. And I feel like a lot of us wake up early anyways, so. Marceau is here. Coffee I roasted myself. That sounds delish. WD10, what's up, my guy? Goondocks, good morning, dude. Maybe we should take a poll and see what time zone everyone's in, because if this is too early, you know, if most people are on the West Coast and it's just too early for them, we could do 7 o'clock. But the problem is that G-Ball goes on at 11 Eastern. Jacob, good morning, sir. How are you, buddy? I had an epic unboxing yesterday, man. Oh my god. I got my first Great Eastern Cutlery pocket knife. My first GEC. And it is unbelievable. Oh, I'm so in love with it. I'm not going to show it to you. You got to wait for the video. But I did get another traditional that I don't really want to spoil it because it's in the same video. I unboxed both of them. But it's so wicked. I'm going to show you guys because I feel like a lot of you will like it. GEC rabbit hole. Yeah. Definitely the traditionals rabbit hole. I'm going down it. I actually just bought another GEC online. It's a small one, $75, which is a good price for it. But it was a smaller Warncliffe. You'll see it. You'll see. But this one here, I'll show you in a minute, is a case. And this is the most wicked looking Warncliffe I've seen in a long time. I have a feeling that I know there's a few of you that are kind of still on the fence about traditional slip joints or slip joints in general. And I promise you, I'm going to convert some of you, not all of you, but some of you I'm going to convert into, I'm going to get you into traditionals. I'm going to do it. Be shady. Good morning, sir. Double D cents on the East Coast, all right. What about everyone else? Let me know where you're at. Here's the knife. I'll just show it. I'll show it later too when we have more people. But this is the case copper lock Warncliffe. So they make the copper lock in some other blade shapes as well. But this here is the Warncliffe. Now, before we open it and check out this badass Warncliffe, look at the outside. It's really interesting because our bolsters are different shapes, and you'll see why that is when it's open. But we have the case shield, And the back lock is kind of more like in the middle of the knife. Usually they're back here. Check out this freaking blade, dude. Oh my God. Is that not one of the most wicked slip joints you've ever seen? Actually, it's a lock back. It's not technically a slip joint, but holy crap, look at that thing. This is wicked as hell, dude. This is a stabby boy. Look at the polish on the bolsters and the blade. This is a stainless version. This is not a carbon steel one. Look at that thing, man. Real nice snap, too. Nice click. I love the long rectangular pull nail nick. This is wicked as fuck. The handle is a synthetic bone. I have my eye open for some different covers, some versions with different colors, because I want to get a different version eventually. There's one version with like these blue, greenish, whitish bone handles that looks amazing. This is just black synthetic, but it looks amazing. It's got a little bit of jigging on it. It does look pretty classy with the black, I gotta say. It is very, very sharp. Case kind of, I've noticed that case knives come with kind of more of a toothy edge, and it's almost like they didn't completely deburr it when they were sharpening it. It's kind of weird, but that's just how they've all come for some reason. But after a quick stropping, it knocks that off and it gets real sharp. The same was the case with the Sodbuster Junior. When I bought it, it was just a little bit like toothy, but I strapped it up and now it's very sharp. Speaking of the Sodbuster, look at my patina. It's happening. It doesn't want to focus, but yeah, it's starting to look amazing. I got it from Amazon, the copper lock. If you want the link for it, hit me up. Do I have chew in my mouth? No, I don't. I don't chew. I was eating a Pop-Tart, though. 3 member milestone. Oh, do we? Okay, let's see what we got here. What do we got here? What's going on here? Dang Ross, member for 2 months. Awesome, man. Appreciate the early morning videos and streams. What time zone are you in, Dang Ross? Just Nate, 6 months, baby. Hell yeah. I think Nate was my very first member, actually. Yeah, and he was my very first member ever. Where can I get that? How much is it? So yeah, Amazon, and I think it wasn't that much. It was definitely less than $100. I think it was like 50, somewhere around there. And Mizme, member for 2 months. Hell yeah. Oh, Drew dude's 6 months too. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think Drewski and Nate joined right around the same time, actually. So yeah, wow. They both have the blue shields. 6-month members. Fuck. That is awesome, guys. Speaking of members, I'm so excited for the members video this weekend. I'm going to do it today because I've been waiting all week to finally finish the knife. So I did epoxy and pin the handles off camera. So I put tape over the blade to protect it. I just, I epoxied the handles, put the pins in, and that's it. So we're going to totally shape the handle today in the video. Do a lot of hand sanding, get it looking real perfect. And I cannot wait, dude. This is going to be badass as fuck. It really is. I'll show you a picture. So if you don't know, I've made this same pattern once before. And I'll pull it up. And the last one I did an acid wash. And it turned out pretty good. But my tumbling or my stone washing didn't turn out great. It was kind of splotchy in a way. But this one I'm leaving the belt satin finish, which it looks so good. You might have seen on my Instagram a picture of it on my stories or something. But the belt satin just looks amazing. So, anyways, let me pull up. Where is this dang thing? Where is this dang thing? I think this is it. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Share screen. Bing bong bing, bing bing bong. There we go. So this was the first version of it. It's the exact same knife, just different handle scales and a belt satin finish instead of this it's kind of a weird blotchy stone wash. It doesn't look bad. But yeah, this design is just so good, dude. It's a sheep's poon. Sheep's foot blade with the harpoon. It's just really comfortable, really ergonomic, really useful. And I think it's one of my best designs ever. I've only made like 4 different designs, but this is definitely the best. I'm really excited. So if you're a member, you will get to see the video of me finishing the knife this weekend. I'm going to do it today and it'll come out tomorrow. Very cool. Aaron B's here. Randy's here. What's up, guys? D Stone as well. Mike J. I don't think I said hi to him yet. Bob as well. The morning crew. Sheep food would be an interesting emoji. Yeah, how would I even do that? Brand new American. So that first one that I just showed was actually commissioned by a client, a guy. He said that he wanted a sheep's poon and provided like a really rough sketch, like super rough. So I kind of, fixed it up, drew it out real nice, sent it to him, and he said, "Yeah, that looks great. Go ahead and make it." So I made it and sent it to him, and so that's why I don't have it. I sold that one. I've sold a design to my uncle. My uncle bought a knife, and I think that's it. I think I've only ever sold 2. But if people like, if when this is done, and if people like it, and if there's enough interest, I may make a batch of like 3 and sell them if anyone wants one. The thing is, they take so long because I'm not working with the best tools for the job. I don't have a big, nice 2x72 belt sander. I have a little tiny handheld 3x21 that I hold it in the vise so it's upright, and it just takes so long to grind in the bevels. So it's a lot of work, and I can't charge that much because I'm a beginner, but we'll see. Fit a bit. Good morning, sir. Be positive. Good morning to you. First one I've ever caught. I work second. Oh, okay. Cool, man. Well, welcome. Welcome on in. Need a Kaiser clip? They sell deep carry clips on the Kaiser site. They're actually really good too. I've got one on my drop bear here. It's really interesting. So it's a titanium fold-over clip, but it's milled out down here. You can see it gets really thick down at the end where it contacts the scale. So it like, I don't know, it slides in the pocket like freaking butter. Thoughts on the Cubist Vanish Slippy? I like it, man. I would totally carry one. The only nitpick I had was the way where the way they did the whole opening. Here, we'll do this as an example. Say this was like the slot opening, right? It was way up here, and since it was so small and the pull was really strong, you didn't have much leverage. It felt like, you know, you're really having to pull to get it out. If you would have put the slot down here, way more leverage, really easy. But still, I mean, it's not like you can't get it out. It's just like a little more difficult to pull the blade out. So that's like that's a minor thing. But also the design would have looked really weird if he would have put it down here. So he would have had to do a whole redesign. So I totally understand why he did that. And it wouldn't prevent me from carrying or buying it. Yeah, I think it's a great one. I kind of wish he would make one with like a lesser blade steel so that it would be more affordable. I wish he'd make one in like D2 or 154 CM or something like that. Justin Starr, how's it going, man? I think that's a new name I don't recognize. Welcome in, sir. Put MXG ZT450 clip on Mini Critical. Oh, weird. Do all ZT clips fit on Kaisers, or is it just like, was that just a fluke? The Max Ace Beto S has like 5. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I mean, it's cool. But yeah, how normal knives have most slip joints have half stops. You know, this one it would have like dink, 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 dink. Really, the reason the half stop is there is so that you can close it one-handed. You can do that and click it down to there without worrying about it closing on you. And it's just kind of more fun too. I like blades with half stops because you get to hear the nice pop, you know, when you get to the half and then click it all the way open. It's just kind of more fun to play with. Gosh, I can't wait to show you my GEC. Speaking of slip joints, I'm going to be doing a comparison video with the two kind of go-tos for modern traditionals. The Jack Wolf Venom Jack and the Ohio River Jack. Actually, I'm going to use the Warncliffe Ohio River Jack because that's a better comparison. But I'm going to be doing a video on this because I feel like that's a question a lot of people have. Is it worth, you know, spending $300 on this when this is 130, 135? You know, is it really that much better? So I'm going to do a full video talking about everything and comparing these two, and I'm going to do it completely honestly. Now, I'm not saying that other reviewers have a stick because I thought I was going to be blown away by the walk and talk on this thing. The way people make it seem is like it's just absolutely mind-blowingly miles better than something like an ORJ. And to be completely honest, it's about the same. Honestly, the ORJ is actually even a little bit stiffer. So I don't know. That was something I was kind of surprised to see. Now the blade on the Venom Jack is really the star of the show because it's real badass. It's a very thin hollow grind, so that's awesome. Let me show you the difference in the sounds. Here's the Venom Jack. Here's the ORJ. Which sounds better to you? Concept Bevy. I don't think I've seen that. I'll have to check it out. We'll look that up in a second. ORJ sound. Yeah, that's what I think too. The ORJ sounds better. They won't tell us the OEM. Yep, that's another thing. Yep. Expensive gimmick. I mean, I don't know. It is going to cut really well. But man, what's the owner's name? Ben, I think. He is an absolute marketing genius. The way that he has marketed these Jack Wolf knives is incredible. He is making people spend $300 on this when it should not be that much. And he's making them seem so freaking cool and just, trendy and just so desirable that people are like, oh yeah, $300. Yeah, sure. And I think a good amount of people are like, man, that's expensive, but I just really want one, and then they buy one. The artwork on the tubes is really cool, but not needed. Definitely not needed. I would rather have it come in a cardboard box and have the price go down a little bit rather than this cool tube. And it is cool for sure. But I'd rather have the knife cheaper, when he was just getting started, he sent out a lot of free knives to a lot of reviewers and continued to do so with each new pattern that he came out with. He would send him a free one every time he came out with a new one. I don't know if he still does it, but he definitely did it a few times, quite a few times. And that is going to affect the reviewer's opinion of it. It just is. There's no way around it. Try as hard as you want, try as hard as you can to be unbiased. The fact that you got it for free is going to affect what you think about it. There's no way around it. So I'm not saying this is a bad knife. This is a badass knife. It really is a very, very good knife, and I love it. I really love it. But I can't pay $300 for it. I just can't. I really wish it was less because I want this. I really want it. It's fucking cool, man. I just can't buy it. And here's a good way to think. Here's a good way to kind of think about it. Let's look at. Let's see. How much was the Mini Tempest? All right. Sharp by Design Apex. I forget how much were these new. I'm trying to find a comparison. Let's see. Sharp by Design Apex. $375. Okay, well, that'll work. It's about $75 more than the Jack Wolf. But if you actually if you get one of the fancy fat carbon ones, then I think it's $330. So that's only a $40 difference. But this will still work to get my point across. So this is made overseas by Riot. This is made overseas by somebody. You won't tell us, but let's just say it's Riot because it's pretty likely. This is we'll just say it's $300 for the sake of the argument. We'll just say they're the same price, all right? Just to get my point across here. But there's a $40 difference. Same price. Which do you think takes more work and more machining to make? Right? Which one takes a lot more work and machine time and designing and everything? The Apex, right? You have a lock bar. You have a detent ball. Well, actually, you have a detent nub, which is different and more difficult to machine. You have a compound grind, you know? You have inlays. These are just covers. You have really intricate inlays that have to fit perfectly in there. You have a pocket clip. You have a lot more milling all the way around it. All the edges are knocked down real nice and smooth, except the clip. Yeah, you have the action to worry about. You know, it's got to have a real crisp detent. It's got to drop smoothly, you know? It's got to be real smooth on the drop, meaning that your tolerances have to be really specific. Your fit has to be really nice in order for it to drop like that. You have a bunch of hardware. This, it's 2 pieces of titanium and 2 pieces of micarta and 1 piece of M390. There's sharp corners. This corner up here is very sharp. This edge right back here is sharp. They are contoured, which is nice. There's no detent. There's no clip. There's not a whole lot of machining. You know, at least like fancy machining. There's one line right across the bolster right there. There's just really not a whole lot to it. And they want the same price as something like this. Doesn't that seem kind of like a little off? And people say, yeah, you're paying up for, you know, the real nice grind on the blade. It's just ground thinner. That doesn't mean it costs more to do it. It's just ground thinner. In fact, this blade costs way more to grind because it's got 3 different surfaces, 4 different surfaces if you include the flat. You know, 1, 2, 3, and then the flat. So that's my point. They're both made overseas in China. One costs way more to make, and they're the same price. So I think this one should be $100 less. I think this should be about $200. And I would pay $200 because I love it. Like I said, it's awesome. Anyways, it can't cost that much being made in China. Yeah, it's just it doesn't make sense, especially when you can get this for $100 as well. This is $100 made overseas. Compound ground, titanium inset liner lock. What the fuck? $100. If this knife costs $100 for us to buy it, imagine how much it costs them to make it. $20? $30? Less than that? I don't know. But it's a lot less than $100. So this is crazy. That's it. No more ranting. Just got a pyrite. Ooh, nice. Pyrite warning in the mail a minute ago. Freaking impressed. What a good knife it is. Thin slicey for $6. Yeah. Hell yeah. Such a good detent on that thing too. And yeah, it cuts so good. very, very good. If you want to watch my cut test video, you can. But I was very impressed at it, how well it cut, for sure. He's a new company and already doing it full time. Has to have good margins. More power to him, not for me. Yeah, he's doing it right. You know, as far as making money goes and running a successful business, he's doing very, very well. Ooh, you got a Veritas. Awesome. Yeah, I've been seeing videos of people with their Veritases, and I'm pretty jealous. Pretty freaking jealous. Scoutmaster, what's up, man? How are ya? Seems like Jack Wolf puts a lot into marketing and swag / designs. Not enough to justify those prices, though. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. The artwork, the marketing, the packaging. That all drives the price up too. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Seven ready. That's a new name too, I think. Welcome in, buddy. Have you handled the new ABW Model 2? I haven't. I haven't handled any of those American Blade Works knives, but I really want to. I really want to. Yeah, they look awesome. What was that knife I was going to look up? Oh, that was a while ago. It was the Bevy, right? But who made it? Yeah, Concept. Let's check that out. Oh, it's a slip joint. Cool. Concept Bevy. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. I like the long fuller for the pull. $80, 154 cm. Yeah, that's cool, man. I would like to see what the walk and talk feels like. $80? That seems a little steep, doesn't it? Maybe not. Seems like a little steep. But that's cool, man. It's a beautiful Saturday, my friends. I love summertime in PA. Is it a beautiful day? I haven't looked outside yet. It's a little overcast here right now, but usually that burns off. Thoughts on Big Banter? I haven't tried it. I'm not a big fan of any of the Banters. In fact, I like the Baby Banter the most. Until I bent the liners on it doing my cut test. So I'm not even recommending that knife anymore either. The regular Banter, I've never really liked the looks of that one. I'm sure it's a great functioning knife, but I just never liked the looks of it. Almost just too simple, you know. The Big Banter, I do like that it has the choke up spot. It seems a little pricey for micarta steel liners, you know. It's expensive. I'm sure it's a good knife though. It's raining in Massachusetts. Arizona is hot. Yeah, it is. I lived in Austin, Texas for a while. Modern traditionals don't do it for me. Can't beat a good old traditional with serviceable steels. That's a good point that I'm starting to realize is, with a lot of these traditionals, you're not getting these super steels, so your edges are not going to last as long. But as long as you like strop it every day, every other day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. It's going to stay sharp. So Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Top 5 knives in the collection? Fuck. I don't know, man. That's tough. Just off the top of my head, without thinking about it too much, I could maybe do that. Top 5. Stripe by Design Mini Tempest. This is one of my favorite knives. It's freaking badass. Winter Blade Cofactor. I love this knife. One of the most unique things. TRM Atom Textured Titanium. One of the more beautiful, elegant knives that I own. And my Hinderer. XM18 3.5 inch with the BG Emery grind. Butter freaking smooth. And more snappy now that the blade weighs less. Have you tried Gunny Juice as a strap I haven't. In fact, the only strapping compound I've ever tried is from Lacey. She makes she does homemade strapping emulsions compounds, and they're much cheaper than Gunny Juice. So I really recommend her. You can find her on Instagram at Cutting Lace EDC, all one word. S3DV is a great steel and serviceable. Super steels like M390 take more time, not as tough. Yeah. M390 is kind of a bitch to sharpen, for sure. Your Hinder is my favorite. Yeah. It's freaking badass, man. I spent so much on that knife with the scale. The scale was just that one textured titanium scale is 200 bones. This is a textured titanium scale, and it cost me $200. But it's a real Hinderer scale. I could have gotten like a third-party one, but I wanted the real deal. Then I have blue hardware, and I have a special filler tab. Look at that, baby. If it'll focus. It's a little horse head with a horseshoe on it. And the regrind. I think with all the mods, this is like almost a $700 knife. Just fucking nuts. But I did all that slowly over time, you know, so it doesn't feel like that much if you do it that way. Sanchito, how's it going, my bood? My bood. What's up, man? Part 3 or PM2 are my favorites, but the Warncliffe Delica is so damn good. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. I've actually been carrying mine I carried this every day this week. Every single day as my primary knife. I'm falling back in love with it. It's just fucking really good. Really good. I love the snap. I love the click and the snap. It's amazingly slicey. You know, it feels good in the hand. It's smaller, but this is enough blade for me. Great utility cutter. And this K390, dude, it just doesn't get dull. It just doesn't freaking dull. I mean, yeah, it does, but you know what I mean. I think they're right around 400. I paid 385 because for some reason when I checked out there was a $10 discount on it for what I don't even know why. And then Diener bought one recently and his came out to around 400 too. But yeah, that's a lot. Definitely a lot. I think it's reasonable though. I mean, the amount of time it must have taken to machine those scales, and totally 100% USA made, even the hardware. Have you ever paid secondary market prices on eBay to get a knife you want? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Nope. I actually haven't ever bought a knife on eBay, but I have my eye on a few Tucson's right now. It was brought to my attention by Florida Boy EDC that eBay is the best place to buy Tucson's because you'll get them even cheaper than like at White Mountain Knives. A lot cheaper sometimes. Steve Smith, Doody, Booty, lol, my bood. My bood. What's up, my bood? Ordered the Manly Wasp slip joint as a present. CPM S90V for what? $70. Manly Wasp. Is that the name of the knife? Let's see. Is it a Boker? Here's one. Is this it right here? Just put some goat scales on the Deca. It's a whole new knife. Oh, nice. Yep. That's the way to go, man. With the Deca. Yep. Hell yeah, man. Turns the Deca into a very good knife. Got a Spanto Hinderer and S45 that just sits in my box. I prefer my COKs case at those prices. Been eyeing that 202 mm. My fingers keep it. It's early, man. I know. Consider trading my Titanus for your XM18. Hell no. That Titanus is sick though, but I'll never get rid of that Hinderer. That's my first and only Hinderer that I wanted. I wanted a Hinderer so bad for so long, and finally got one. So I can't get rid of it ever. Denny S. Hey man, good to see ya. Looking for some hot takes. Do I order a Pyrite and Serene this week or get the Kubi Atlas tie? Hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. I don't know, but if you're going premium Kubi, I would go Tidius, man. This thing is fucking unbelievable. I did a flipper delete on mine. Look how smooth that is. This is $100, maybe 95. Oh my god. I filmed the cut test for this already, and it's gonna come out. I think this afternoon I'll put it out. Not the best utility cutter, because of the blade shape, but this is a slicer. This sliced really well. Contoured, textured titanium handles in different colors. You can get plain tie or a few colors or flamed tie also. Amazing action. The D10 is just perfect. For the flipper tab, if you don't delete it, it makes great sounds. This is such a good knife, man. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would. And for $95, holy crap. Goat scales for the Raider Hug. Oh, nice. Yeah, they so they usually make the scales to order. So when you order from OG Goat, it takes a while. Sometimes they have them pre-made, but every time that I've ordered from them, It takes a while for them to make it. So don't worry, there's nothing wrong. They just they're still making it. Four to 6 weeks. Well, that's pretty long. I would imagine it'd be quicker than that. More like 3, maybe 4. The acoustics. I know. This thing just sounds. It sounds wicked, dude. And it's ergonomic too. If you're really bearing down on it, you kind of feel that clip a little bit. It's not too bad though. Just ordered the Pirate XL. Had to have one, $63 for the Micarta. Wow, they kept the price down for the XL. That's great. Needham, what's up, my guy? Yard working and lurking. Nice. Nice. Got a Moyarl coming today. Nice. Saving money for the Jetstream. The Jetstream, is that the new Tempest knives design? How much was that? This one? $95, dude. Holy shit. Tie CVV clip for that knife might work if you can, you know. Yeah, actually it might. Yeah. I don't have the capabilities to anodize, but I would like to eventually. I think I could get into knife modding, because I can already, cut in finger choils or sharpening choils. I can cut in pretty decent jimping. Look at this guy. I can do flipper deletes. I can put holes in blades. I can do stone washings, acid washings, because I finally got the right media for my tumbler, so it's not going to look blotchy. So anodizing would kind of be a next step, you know. Ty CVV works on the Pirate. Oh, cool, nice. That's good to know. What's up, dude? Want to go outside again? Where to buy the tedious? I got mine at Knife Global. And it actually came really fast. Let me pull it up. But I believe that deal is also on the Kubi site. But there's the link for Knife Global. It came, they come from overseas, and it's going to be the same for the Kubi site. Come from overseas, but it came within like 4 or 5 days, which is pretty good. So they have light blue. Gosh, that purple looks sick. The seafoam green, the one that I have, the plain tie, and then the flame tie. 100 freaking bucks. Look, he says, get off that damn computer. I know. He's just dying to go on his morning WALK. We'll do it soon. $350 for what? Oh, Hinder? OD Green Spento. S45. If it's in good shape, yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah. For mine, I paid $380. For this was a used one as well, but in really good condition. I paid $380. So yeah, I think $350 is good. As long as it doesn't have any major issues. Unused, not a mark on it. Yeah, there you go. I think $350 is fair. Bluetooth blades. Are you gonna buy it, dude? Ooh. So it has an OD green scale and then just a regular stonewash tie lock side. Got to go with the tiger stripes. Yeah. I know. The flamed one looks really nice. You'll be impressed. I promise you. Mine felt slightly gritty at first, but it wore in really nice. And yeah, it just keeps getting really, really smooth. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I was thinking the other day, there's not too many hinderers that I would buy. There's a couple though. If I could ever get my hands on an XM18 3.5 inch flipperless with the fuller and the thumb studs, that is a rare hinderer, but that is one of the most badass XM18s ever. Let me see if I can pull it up. Got a fuller, a thumb stud, and a choke up spot. So it's like the ultimate deployment setup. Let's see. Yeah, here it is right here. Find a better picture. Fucking amazing, dude. Look at this thing. Gosh. Here we go. Okay, so it's called the Fullard Spear Non-Flipper. Look at that thing. Is that not like the just cleanest looking hinderer you've ever seen? So you can reverse flip with the fuller and then just the thumb studs. No flipper tab. You still got the choke up spot. That is just badass as fuck. So if I was ever able to get my hands on that one, I would buy that. And then I also would like a Warncliffe at some point, either a Warncliffe Eclipse or XM18, possibly a half track Warncliffe. One of their Warncliffes I would like. I don't really have a desire for an XM24. They're just too big. I think an XM18 is the perfect size. Honestly, I'd like to try out a 3-inch as well. Because this knife looks bigger than it actually is. I think because it's beefy, but if you put it up to the Shaman, they're almost exactly the same. Just for some reason, it seems like it's a lot bigger. But I wouldn't want it much bigger. This is kind of perfect. Shaman size. Also wanted to shout out, dude, I love the new way you're taking the channel. Been lurking, really expect how you are doing you. Right on, man. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, man. And yeah, I am happy about it too. A little bit less content I think I'm doing videos about 3 a week, maybe 4. And it feels good, man. It feels way less stressful. I've been crushing on the freaking Spider Coast Spy Opera. Something about that knife, just I don't know, it has such a good mix between like a traditional looking knife and a modern looking knife. I love the back lock. I love the contoured micarta scales. I love pretty much everything about it. I think I probably will have one at some point. And from what I hear, it's got bearings. So it's a back lock on bearings, meaning it's going to be really, really smooth. And I just noticed right now it doesn't have a pivot. Well, it does, but it's underneath there, I guess. That's weird. I didn't notice that. Also, the spine is crowned, and this whole back lock is crowned as well, and this backspacer. It just looks real classy, doesn't it? It looks odd. Yeah, I agree. It looks slightly odd, but in kind of a good way, I think. Get the one not an M390. I think they're all M390. Unless there might be a carbon fiber handled one, but I don't like that. The Raffier Noble Chaparral. No, I haven't. The Chaparral is a really cool little slicer. Let's look it up. Vertical Chaparral. Ooh, that's pretty sick. Yeah, I like that. I got to check this one out from Jacob. He lent it to me, and man, the blade stock is even thinner than the Delica, or right around the same. It's very close. That thing is a freaking laser beam. We need to come up with a different thing than laser beam. You know, like I'm tired of people saying that. What else could we say? That's sharp as a razor blade, I guess. I don't know. Go get it. Randy's gonna head out. Right on, man. Thanks for kicking it with us. The Damascus spy opera, yeah. I don't know. Is the Damascus one gonna have better edge retention than the M390 one? I don't have either a Manix 2 or a Shaman next. Are they around the same ergos? The Shaman's gonna be way more comfortable. But if you're looking for like grip, like if you work in like a real slippery environment, like I don't know what that would be, but the Manix 2 has more jimping all around it and really like locked in feeling. But the Shaman is more of like a just really kind of more neutral, super uber comfortable grip. Also, the Manix 2 is going to have thinner blade stock, so it's going to be a little slicier. The Shaman is going to have thick blade stock, a little bit more heavy duty. Sharp as attack is good, yeah. But that's more like, I think of like the point. A razor beam. That's pretty good. Sharp as a nipple in the winter. That's pretty good too. I like that a lot. Just say sharp as and leave the rest to the imagination. That'd be kind of funny. Just be looking at a knife, be like, man, yeah, this is sharp as. Just move on. This is sharp as a witch's tit. Sharp as a knife. Damn, this is sharp as a. This is sharp as a. Sharper than my farts. Sharp as a spider co. That's actually kind of a good one, yeah. Because spider co always has the sharpest factory edges. G-Ball, what's up, man? Spyapper is a cool knife, a great gentleman's carry. Yeah, actually, your short on it recently was what got me thinking about that knife again. I saw your short on it, and I was like, oh yeah, the Spy Opera. That thing is fucking cool. I kind of forgot about it. So thanks for that. Sharper than an eagle claw. That's pretty, I like that. That's pretty American. This is sharper than an eagle's claw. Sharper than a raptor's claw. As sharp as Biden. That would mean it's dull, right? Also, I've been closing it. This delicate kind of weird. I put my pointer finger up here and then release the back lock with my thumb and just pull it down like that. And then I flip it around. For some reason, ever since I put the titanium scales on, it doesn't drop. It will if I shake it. But I don't know. Something about these titanium scales just kind of made it stiffer. Sharp as a motherfucker. Now that you're learning traditionals, I believe the saying is sharp as a witch's titty. Is that what they say for real? Man, this is as sharp as a dick in the wind. Just something that doesn't make any sense at all. God damn, this knife is sharp as a dick in the wind. Is the Indela as thin as the Delica? I'm not sure. I've actually never handled one. It might be a little thicker just because it's a bigger knife. I don't know. Does anybody know? Old timers do say it. Okay. Sharper than a Dick's hat band. I like it. Sharp as the wind cuts cold. That's good. That sounds like an old cowboy. Sharp as a Boogie. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there, you shithead. The Indela warning is thin as hell. Okay, cool. Very cool. Good to hear. I was hoping it would be. I kind of want that one because since I love this so much, I'd kind of be cool to get the large version. Oh, there's the buddy. There he is. What's up, Mr. Floki? Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Just now got a notification. That's weird. Sharp as a tarantula tooth. I like that. My grandpa would say that about stuff. That's tighter than a dick's hat band. That's so funny because That doesn't make sense. Dicks don't wear hats. But why would it be tight? I love that. It's a bigger Delica. The K391 is a sweet knife. I like it better than the Delica. Yeah, I don't know. How much bigger than the Delica is it? I don't think I'd like it if it was a lot bigger. I think the Delica is a really good size, and I like having this in a small package. But I think the Delica or the what is it? The Indela. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool knife to own, especially if I can get it in titanium and have it matching. What's the overall size of the Delica? Let's see. Just over 7 inches. It's like 7 1/16. Blade length 2 7/8, but the actual cutting edge is 2.5. I've never tried the Endura, no, Justin. The Warney K390 Indela hits just 8 inches overall. Okay, so that's not a shit ton bigger. That's like an inch bigger. Okay. That might be perfect, actually. Does RIGT or Met Must make Delica scales? I believe so, yeah. These ones are from Flightanium, and you guys probably know the whole debacle with these. That's why I didn't carry it for a while, because I was just pissed off at this. I wasn't pissed off at the knife. I was pissed off at Flightanium, because they knew that there were reported issues with these not fitting, and they still have them for sale and don't mention it at all on the website. Your grandpa was referring to the... Oh, yeah. There you go. There it is, baby. The depiction of Dick Tracy's hat band in the old comic strip. It made his hat bulge around it. I love that. There you go. Mystery solved, Drewski. Thank you, D-Stone. Delica seems to have more custom options scale. Yeah, do they make Endura scales? The Endura is the least comfortable spider. Oh, really? Wow. The main ridge hits me wrong. Sanded it down. Let's I refuse to buy. Yeah, me too. After this happened, I will never buy from them again. Let's look at a photo of the Endura or Indela. I mean, what is the? I keep saying Endura. What is the Endura? Is it even bigger? Spyderco Indela lightweight Warncliffe. Yeah, that is pretty much exactly like the Delica. Yeah, even the handle shape is the same. The main ridge. You mean on the back of the knife or on the front of the knife, Mimo? Fucking around with my S45 VN SBR this morning. Stupid little thing fires out ridiculously hard. Yeah, I've never tried one, but I've always kind of wanted one. Big little knife, yeah. I saw they just started making the big ones again, too. It's a game changer from the Delica for me. It depends on what you like, hand size and all that jazz. Yeah, I mean, if it's really only an inch bigger overall, it might be perfect. But, I mean, I can easily get a full grip on the Delica. And this is a comfortable knife, too. Definitely breaks down a lot of cardboard with this. But yeah, the longer blade on the Indela would definitely be nice. I definitely get the Warney in K390. Absolutely. The Warney PM2. Oh, speaking of that, I don't know if any of you guys, some of you guys might not have seen this, but I switched my titanium scales over to the Warney PM2, and holy shit, look at this thing. That's a wicked ass knife. Look at this thing. Whew. Titanium Warncliffe PM2, baby. Oh yeah. Look at that. And these make such a good pair. Look at this. Oh yeah. Jesse, good morning. All just getting up. Dan about Dark Meditations Night Podcast last night. Right on, man. Very cool. Just ordered the Tidius. Hell yeah, man. Nice. What color did you get? The ridge jams right into my middle finger. On the ridge up here or the one down here? Not horrible, just the least comfortable Spyderco I own. Yeah, that's a good thing to clarify because most Spydercos, at least the ones that I own, are very comfortable. So these are from Flightanium as well. These I bought a long time ago. These I bought like 3 years ago. And they're great, man. I actually really like them. I don't know if they sell these flat ones anymore. They sell the cross-faded ones with have like more milling, but I think the flat looks much better, at least for me. But you can get flat titanium scales you can get flat titanium scales elsewhere. RGT, Metin Boss. There's a few others. I would not recommend a rock scale design though, because they had a bad experience. Yes, I am selling my other PM2. I just carry this one over the regular PM2, so I'm selling this one right here. If anyone's interested, S45VN, really good shape. Comes with RGT, micarta scales, and a brass lanyard plug. I just lowered the price too. I tried asking 185. No one was taking it, so I think it's down to what is it down to? I think it's down to like 150 or something. Yeah, pick it up, somebody. I need to sell it. Pistol Titanium, make more of what's sold out everywhere. I know. Yeah. They go out of stock and then they take forever to make new stuff. What's going on with Titanium? Well, my thing was I ordered these titanium scales from them for my Delica, right? And you can watch, this is all documented in the installation video that I did. I went to install them, and how it works is these 4 nuts. These are basically nuts. They're tubes. So they go through to the other side, and then these screws thread into them, into these. Basically, the tubes were too long, so the screws couldn't tighten down and squeeze the scales together before they bottomed out and ran out of room in the tubes. So I messed around with it for like an hour trying to figure it out. Eventually, I had to grind down the tubes. I had to grind like 1/8 of an inch off of them, all 4 of them, and then it worked. But still, it's off center. It's way stiffer than it was before. So it's just overall wasn't happy. I love the way they look. Love the way they look. And sounds, it's fine now. I don't mind it being a little stiffer. But I emailed Flightanium and said, hey, I don't know if you're aware, Oh, wait, before I emailed Flightanium, I made a story about it and I asked around, and I came across 3 other people that had the same issue with the same scales on their Delicas. So I reached out to, but then I talked to a few other people who didn't have the issue, which is weird. They had the same knife, same scales, and didn't have the issue. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I emailed Flightanium. I said, just so you know, this is what happened. I've talked to a few people who have the same issue, but also a few people who didn't have the issue. What's going on? Here's what they said. They said, we are aware of the issue, which, number one, you need to make that clear on the website if you know that there's an issue. He said, we know about the issue, but we have not been able to replicate it in-house. Meaning they bought a few Delicas and tried putting these scales on and didn't have the issue. They were unable to replicate the problem. But he said, we have had complaints of this happening with some Delicas. So it can only be one of two things. Either there are some inconsistencies on their side, on the thicknesses of the scales, or there's some inconsistencies from Spyderco on the length of these tubes. I don't know which is which, or which one it is. I mean, regardless, they need to mention on the website there is a chance that these scales aren't going to work on your Delica. You know, they just they don't mention it at all. I don't know if they're just trying to get rid of like their old stock of these before they change things, because they could change these scales to accommodate a difference in tube length. They could fix the issue and have these scales work for all Delicos, no matter what the size of tubes there are. I have a feeling they're just trying to sell off their stock before they make the change. So that's why they're not mentioning it. A little shiesty, I think. I don't know. Did you put everything on Reddit? Where is it posted? What? The video of me taking it apart? I'm not aware of Lotus scales having problems. This is the only Flightanium scales I'm aware of that have a problem. Grind down the tube. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. Is there a USA scale company for these Spyderco? Is there? There's got to be. I'm not sure which I don't know, like which scale places are US and which aren't. I don't know. Aren't all Delicas the same? Doesn't I know they should be. But they're not apparently. Oh, the PM2. Where is it? It's on. I posted it in my stories. In fact, let me check because I put the price. I lowered the price this morning. Yeah, it's 165 now. So it was 185. Now it's 165. And then I also have the Kaiser Delorme on sale or for sale. This one. This is normally like 120, but I got it during the Kaiser sale for 75. So I'm just asking 75 just to get my money back. It was 85 so I can pay for my shipping, but nobody's buying it, so 75 now. 20 CV. Fun little guy. Just don't see myself carrying it, so. And I got to sell some stuff. I went a little crazy the last couple months, so I'm trying to make some money back. RGT is USA. I don't know if they are, actually. Met and Boss and RGT are you. Okay, there you go. There you go. $160 buys a Satin S90 BPM2. Yeah, that's true. But this one has You know, it's got the micarta scales and the brass plug, but yeah, that's true. I didn't realize they were that cheap. Maybe I will need to lower it. That's crazy, because aren't regular PM2s like 180? That's so weird. That's crazy. If any of you guys want it, I'll do it for 145. I'll give it to you for 145. Just because it's got to go. Always wait till 5 to 6 on Friday to post midnight. That's smart. That's pretty smart. Yeah. Right when everyone gets paid. TS210. I don't know. Let's look it up. Merso, you probably should get one because it'll match your. It's the same teal, right? An S90V. You got to get matchies. By the way, Merso sent me this S90V Para 3 to do a cut test with, so I'm really, really stoked to check it out. I might do another battle video like I did with his Native 5, his M4 Native 5. I did a battle between this and the K390 Delica, and they both did so well. I couldn't even really decide which did better. They both just held a crazy good edge. And at the end of the testing, they were cutting paper at the end. And after the stropping, they were very, very sharp. What would be a good contestant against this? What do you think? Some 15V maybe? 15V versus S90V? What do you guys think? I was just saying that the other day, G-Ball. A Warney Para 3 would be awesome. Yeah. Another stainless. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Also, this is the smoothest brand new Spyderco I've ever felt, at least with a compression lock. Look at that. Usually they're much stiffer, and this is no blade play. It's like crazy, dude. I don't know if these lightweights are different or if they're just changing something, because I haven't bought a new compression lock in a while. But dude, what the fuck? Like my PM2 took a long time to break in this good. And by the way, for this PM2 that I'm selling, I've had this for a long time, but I've kept really good care of it. There's still no scratches on the blade whatsoever, and it's really broken in. This is a really nicely broken in PM2. Very slight. If you really wrench it, you can feel very slight blade play. But you could also just tighten that out and have it not fall shut quite as well. So this is really nice and broken in. What's up, man? Dang, Ross, how you doing, man? No, I don't have a link where I make any money off of it, the Tidius, but let me put in the Knife Global link again for you. If I can go back to it. Let's see. Pull it up here. Knife Global. Tidius. There you go. I want the PM2s. What did I just say? 145? Yeah, I'll do 145, which is a crazy good deal. S45 VN, and you're getting these coarse micarta scales and the brass lanyard hole plug. I'll do 145, I guess, since I already said it. If I don't just get the Kubi, I may have got your PM2, but I have the Crewwear PM2. 145 is insane. I know. I kind of regret lowering it to that price, actually. I don't know why I said that. Oh well, it's okay. It's all right. Wish I had the cash. Someone buy it. Spent $330 on knives this morning. Woo, baby. I'm trying to think of the last knife. Oh yeah, I did buy a used GEC yesterday. It's a smaller one for $75. Had to complete with 165. Yeah. Yeah. I think 145 would have been good though. Because it does have the scales. Aftermarket scales. Aftermarket scales. What, dude? Is it time to go for a walk? Want to go for a walk? Yeah? Do ya? Okay. We'll wrap it up, buddy. Let's wrap it up, folks. Anyone that's interested in that PM2, just hit me up on Instagram. Or if you don't have an Instagram, my email is kevindoodyvideos@gmail. Show the tittiest again. Okay. Keep in mind, this does comes with a flipper tab, but I have just deleted mine. I did a flipper delete, and I'll do it with yours too if you want to send it to me when you buy it. But there it is, contoured, textured titanium handle scales, insanely smooth action, great thumb and reverse flicker. $100. It's the poor man's Arius. Looks very similar to the Koenig Arius. There's some cool details too. See how that lock bar kind of curls in and does a little Humpty Doo? That's really nice. See y'all at the cartel hangout. Yes, sir. We have a guest tonight too, actually. Jason and I, Knife Dope, have a guest on the cartel hangout this evening. Starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. That is 9 o'clock Eastern. I will see you there. This is 14C28N on the Titius. Someone buy the PM2 before I set my responsibilities to the side and make an impulse buy. Well, somebody get it. Hit me up on Instagram. I am going to get dressed and start the members only video and start making this knife, finishing this knife. I cannot wait. So if you're a member, that video will come out tomorrow. If you want to become a member, the lowest tier is $3 a month, and you can watch all these exclusive videos. They come out once a week, every weekend. And yeah, there's a link to join in the description of this live stream. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you tonight. Have a good Saturday. Peace out.